So what's the point of a resume? The resume is not just letting a recruiter or an employer know that you're good at stuff. We want them to know your story. Every Benedictine Raven has a specific, unique story to them, and your resume should tell many parts of that story. It should share your relevant skills, your experiences, your accomplishments, what you have to offer a particular company. So we want employers to look quickly at a resume to see whether you fit. Do you fit what they're looking for? On average, take a guess. How long do you think it takes for a recruiter to know whether they're interested in learning more about you? Any guesses? Well, the correct answer is only 6 seconds. If you haven't caught someone's attention when they're looking at your resume within 6 seconds, then your resume just might go in the no pile. You want that resume to strike someone's eye, let them see your name bold and proud. Just really take a look at you and very quickly say, I'd like to know more. Then they'll continue reading the resume and maybe you'll get that interview. So let's just take a look at a resume. Here's John Doe's. Take a look at John Doe. Well, really and truly, a resume should not mention your height or your weight or your eye or hair color. John Doe did put his experiences on his resume. Isn't it sweet? He was Joseph in the Nativity at his church. And it looks like he got to hold a spear in Hamlet. And look at that. In the Springfield Children's Theater, he got to be Little Johnny in Little Johnny's First Tooth. Well, those are nice experiences when you're 6 or 7. But not when you're obviously entering college. So when you're in college, when you're freshman through senior, your resume should focus really on your college experiences, not so much on those things that happen in high school. Now, your freshman resume will probably have lots of those high school experiences because you haven't had enough college experiences to fill your resume. But once you're probably a junior, those things kind of drop off. Eagle Scout, Girl Scout Gold Award, those tend to stay on a resume. There might be a few leadership opportunities you did your senior year that you want known. But for the most part, by the time you're a junior and senior at Benedictine College, your resume should be all about your experiences in college. So let's look at Rocky Ravens. I know this is kind of some small print here, but let's pretend like we have a student here named Rocky Raven, and this is his resume. So notice that education is at the top. When you're in college, your education experiences will always be on the top. Some of you will have more than one college. Maybe you went to a junior college first or some other college. You might have 2 different colleges listed. The most recent one will always be on the top. Notice how they have the location of the college. They have the major. And if it's a double major, they're both listed. If it's a major and a minor, that's listed. Graduation date, grade point. Grade point's optional. If you have a grade point that you think is awesome, by all means, put it on your resume. But if your grade point is anything under probably a 3.4, 3.3, probably just leave it off. If they really want to know your resume, they'll ask, but I'm pretty sure they won't even ask. What they really want to see is your experiences, and they want to get a sense of your story. So if you look at Rocky Raven, after his education, he has his research experience, probably in his biology field. And you can notice that they're quite notable. He chose the notable things that he's done. Now, this sample resume just shows education and research experience. There's lots of other headings that we'll talk about that can also go on a resume.